Hey, folks, this is Matt once again, and first off, I just want to say I apologize for my lack of enthusiasm the last, I guess it was yesterday, of this film. I just, I didn't know what to say about the movie other than I didn't care. Hopefully this will go better. Well, not really, but it's Pumpkinhead, Ashes to Ashes, which I think this is part 3. I think there's another one, Blood Feud Part 4. But apparently, me and Michael Keane will be reviewing this film today on his channel, and then me on my channel. Now, if he likes the film, hates the, whichever he feels like it, that's fine. Dead, Buried, and Back with a Vengeance. Well, Dead and Buried is where this should have been. Uh, it's directed by this guy named Jake West, which made a name for himself. He did this film called Evil Aliens, which was sort of like supposed to be a big take on like Bad Taste and those Peter Jackson type stuff. But Evil Aliens just didn't appeal to me. I just didn't laugh and thought the ending was shitty. But that got like a little cult following, so he follows up with Pumpkinhead 3 for Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, this was for Sci-Fi Channel. Um, you can't see it, but this is when it was actually not the SYFY. You can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can't see it. No, it doesn't come up. This is when it was SCIFI. So, but Pumpkinhead 3, Ashes to Ashes, you do have the return of Lance Henriksen as his character from the first film, or I should say Ghost. But, yeah, the movie just. Once again, I'm going to say flat out, this movie sucked. Assholes. Pumpkinhead 3, Ashes to Ashes. I mean, the first film I enjoy because Stan Winston really created an atmosphere to the film, you know, an imaginative creature design. Lance Henriksen was on the ball and acting. The cinematography looked better and the atmosphere worked very well. Pumpkinhead 2, I can't remember. I remember having like so fun with it. This film though, just no. Basically, the idea is you have Doug Bradley actually, who plays a mortician. Basically, what he's doing is he is stealing. He's a mortician. He's not really burying the people, you know, the dead bodies. Or sometimes he'll tell this guy to put them in a little creek or whatever. Uh, he's taking the organs and selling them off, and then pretty much just dumping the carcasses out in like the swamp or whatever. And one thing leads to another. A guy sees this. They try to kill him. They try to put a pitchfork through him. He runs off. He gets to someone in a car. But then later on, I guess you hear that he died of his injuries. Um, what the hell else happened? The thing about this movie is a number of things. One, the directing, there's nothing impressive about it. Atmosphere wise, there is no atmosphere. Pumpkinhead atmosphere. This does not have it. I don't know if it's just me, but Pumpkinhead, the creature, looked off in this film. I mean, you can't beat the first film with Stan Winston and such, but this one just something about it just looked off. I mean, granted, that was practical, so I at least appreciate that it's practical. But then you get some really shitty shots of CGI, and it just looked like night and day between the practical and the CGI at times. But again, even the practical creature, for some reason, doesn't stack up to Stan Winston's. I don't know why. I know it sounds weird, but. And basically, it's your sci fi channel. Here's a bunch of people fighting this thing. I think the reason I keep closing my eyes is about ready to fall asleep. But I want to get through this review first. And Doug Bradley's having fun as Mortician. I mean, it's nice to see Doug Bradley not as Pinhead, you know. But once in a while, you have really bad CGI shots of Pumpkinhead, completely CGI, like straight out of fucking. I can't even say, you know, any of the new. I always want to say like Nintendo, but I would say more clearly it'd be the first batch of Windows or Sega Dreamcast. It just didn't look good, and there are times where because you also have this character named Bunt, who I guess is the character in the first film. He's the sort of redneck kid who helps the other kids out against Pumpkinhead. He's grown up, and I believe he's played by a different actor, which I don't know why you got a different actor for that, but whatever. Um, anyway, this is where Lance Henriksen comes in. Because before that, the guy who they try to kill, he escapes, but then later on he's dead. But all the news hounds and the police have now looked at this certain area, and there's like tons of dead bodies that is not being handled properly, and they get pissed. They get pissed at the people who did this, people who could steal this and do this, and that 200. Uh, I don't know what the fuck I was going to say now. Shit. Oh yeah, what the hell was it I was saying? I was going to say, man, my brain farted and shit. Basically, they're saying that, oh, you desecrate these bodies, you desecrate their memories, we're going to get you back. So a few people, go to the witch again, and they call another Pumpkinhead. Only this is the body of the Pumpkinhead from the end of the first movie. So really, the Pumpkinhead in this is pretty much Lance Henriksen's time. I guess that's why Lance Henriksen's ghost is running around and only Bunt can see it. And Lance Henriksen's given nothing to do. He's basically just saying, it's your fault, you caused this, vengeance is coming. Yeah, you know what's going on, don't you? Like, useless waste of fucking time for a good actor like that. You don't bring them back somehow. Fucking bring them back somehow. Not for 5 minutes total if you added all the minute and minute and a half and all that shit. So Lance Henriksen is wasted. You have bad CGI. You have all these people with fake southern accents. You know. I swear I heard something like a lady that found her kid. Oh yeah, the lady that found her kid. She was part of the group. Because I don't know how the kid died, but basically Doug Bradley and them are stealing organs. They're taking organs and selling them. That's pretty much what they're doing. Instead of cremating them like he's supposed to. And not much happens. When they finally get the dirt go, Pumpkinhead comes back alive. He has some decent makeup effects by Gary J. Tunnicliffe. He's done some of the Hellraiser sequels, but that doesn't save a movie. Um, but Pumpkinhead himself doesn't look that impressive. There's a moment where Pumpkinhead kicks down the door and like kills a cop like that. Fucks up a guy in jail. Um, there's a one. I had to write this shit down because I fucking forgot. Kills a cop, slit throat, a guy in jail. One guy, he is going to the roof. Well, Pumpkinhead basically takes the roof and impales the guy. Uh, Lots of stuff of this character Bunt, not even played by the same actor from the first film, I don't believe. And him talking with the ghost of fucking Lance Henriksen, who really says nothing useful. It's really like a nothing role for Lance Henriksen. Lance Henriksen, I enjoy as an actor, but it's a nothing role. There's nothing about this. Nothing about his character. It's not even his character. You know, they might also say it's not his character because I don't know. He's a fucking ghost. I mean, or he's a figment of this guy's imagination, Bunto, whatever the hell his name was. But I don't know. It's like doesn't say anything useful. Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds. God damn, my brain is farting again. How the hell did I get Burt Reynolds? I meant Lance Henriksen. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. But it makes this review, I think, a little bit funnier that I'm brain dead. And I'm not high, I'm just tired and can't sleep. It's called insomnia. Anyway, long story short, to bring the big fucker back, he kind of looks like shit. Granted, it's practical, but when you have the fucking CGI, it looks more like shit. You don't care about anybody. There's very fucking annoying. There's sudden accents. They're going very deep with the sudden accents. Where you gonna go to the partner? There's like really that thick and deep and annoying and bad. Uh, a few people get killed, but it's like something you've seen in 50 other movies. You know, I mean, Stan Winston filmed this stuff. First of all, I think with a better. I mean, I'm glad that some of this was practical, but you know, Stan Winston just did it better. I don't know how else to put it. You know, but and the CGI even looks more like shit. Like I said, and he kills a cop, slices his throat, kills a guy in jail, takes a guy up to this thing, impales him. Um, this horrible looking fucking not even Dreamcast version of Pumpkinhead crashes through a church. And the priest gets like glass in his face and gets thrown off. And David Bradley realizes that, this guy's reacting the same way. It's like in the first Pumpkinhead where Lance Henriksen felt and reacted the way the Pumpkinhead did. Where now there's like 3 or 4 people that I swear to God, could not keep track of some of these people. I swear to God, there was a girl. There was 2 girls. I did not know they were different characters. I swear to God. Like one is Dud Bradley's like girl who loves meth, crystal meth, or whatever. The other is like one of the people with one of the 3 or 4 who went off and did this sort of deal with the devil, so to speak. I swear to God, I did not know those were 2 different characters. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, she's dead. No, oh shit, the different characters. I didn't fucking realize it. But Deb Bradley is one of the only good things in this movie. He notices that, the stuff is caving down. Caves down on one guy, and then Pumpkinhead went down. And of course, he's not dead, so he keeps going. And then you get like a lot of yap, yap, yap. It's my fault. It's your fault. Is this what you want? No, it's not what I wanted. I didn't care about anybody. And it's a while, like it's a little while before Pumpkinhead even comes back in. Like for a second, you're like, okay, am I still watching Pumpkinhead or what the fuck? He throws a guy. Oh yeah, at the church, he grabs a guy for like a good 50 seconds to a minute, just grabbing this guy, and okay, he's got blood on the fingers, and he's sinking his teeth. Okay, he's sinking his fingers in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and basically, just like Doug Bradley shoots this girl, Pumpkinhead kills the girl that's high. Uh, Doug Bradley gets killed by this CGI tentacle tail thing, whatever the fuck it was that goes through his back into his stomach. The last girl who did the deal has to kill herself. She does. You have this bad morphine shot where the fucking Pumpkinhead turns to Lance Henriksen, and then turns to this like fucking white fairy dust or whatever the fuck. But he's Tinkerbell in this movie too. Pumpkinhead Ashes Ashes is just a bad direct-to-DVD sequel. There's nothing to offer in this movie. There's nothing to offer in this fucking movie. Nothing. There's nothing to offer in this movie. It's boring. It's tedious. You've seen this done a dozen times before. You don't care about anybody. I don't know why they didn't even get the actor from the first movie to play that character, what, Bunt? If it's the same character, then the actor must have changed his name drastically. I mean, if it's the same actor, he changed his name drastically. It's the same character, but because I looked up both films, and the name that plays Bunt there is totally different from the one plays Bunt in the first TV show. I mean, but we had fun. We had fun with what the fuck? We had fun watching this movie, me and Michael. Yeah, we had fun. See, we have fun. I have fun being brain dead and saying shit. They just. I'm like, really bad, real bad. I'm not fucking. Maybe this is a good thing because if I talked about these movies non-insomniac, I'd be like, yeah, this Pumpkinhead 3, Ashes, Ashes. What the fuck did you expect? End of review. I'm not seeing 4, Blood and Feud and Guts. And it's my fault too, because I suggested this. I suggested it. Because I saw it, I'm like, wow, okay, I've never seen I like Pumpkinhead 1. Pumpkinhead 2, I think is okay. Let's check out Pumpkinhead 3, and lo and behold, it's a Sci-Fi Channel movie that kind of sucks. Has some decent gore makeup effects by Gary J. Tunnicliffe. Lance Samuelson is there, but he's given nothing to do. He's really a nothing part. And Doug Bradley does fine. It's nice to see him outside the pins. But bad special effects, thick southern accents, story that you just don't care, like yapping. It's not atmospheric like the first one. It's not scary at all. Uh, have I left anything out? Yeah, the morphine sucks at the end, and fucking CGI sucked, and I mean, I'll give it for Deb Bradley. I'd give it for uh, the fact that some of this was done practically, but there's nothing much more to it than that. I mean, it's really not even mediocre. It's just a boring movie, boring film. So, thanks for watching this brain dead review. Sorry, Michael. It's the best I can do with this movie. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you later. And once again, you bring Lance Henriksen back. That's cool. But you given really nothing to do than, hey, Bun, I told you. I told you. See, I told you. I told you. What you don't do? You don't do that? What you don't do? You don't do that? I'm like, this is all you got Lance Henriksen to do? God. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you at the movies later.